Oh, I think I'll go for a walk today now. Everything's going my way. What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And I want to say welcome to everybody out there. And I noticed that I've gotten a good amount of new subscribers here. And I think you've come from seeing me on, a few other people's live streams. I've been kind of venturing out there, you know what I mean? I've taken a peek out into a larger world, and you've probably seen me on the likes of the lovely, talented Mary Mayhem, the mighty, mighty John Talks, and of course you can catch me every Tuesday with my brothers, the Dark Council. That would be some black guys and a drunk over on the extremely generous, dangerously, shockingly handsome Drunk 3PO, where I joined the likes of the Hot Spitter, the President Abu Nas. We're talking about the voice, man. The voice will just take your ass out. Like if Bill Cosby had that voice, he never would have had to do the little plop, plop, fizz, fizz. We're talking about the mighty Lord Callus. We're talking about the wah-ha-ha-ha, man. The just ever exciting. We're talking about Fatal J. We're talking about the sexiest man on YouTube. I can only be talking, I don't even have to say his name. You know what I'm talking about. But of course, I'm talking about Damajanai. You know what I mean? So these are my brothers on the Dark Council, and I am honored to be joining them every Tuesday. We're talking about the hottest show. Ain't no competition. We're talking about the hottest show on YouTube on Tuesday nights, the Dark Council. So, I'm down with them, they're down with me. It's a lovely thing. Join us, all right? You will be loved. Oh, you will be loved. Okay, I'm dealing with the voice issues still. But anyway, guys, so that's what's going on. And listen, guys, I want to talk about this article because I feel it's timely, because here we are, we're getting towards the middle, maybe the end of February. And next month will be the release of The Rise of Palpatine on, like home release and all that stuff. And there's a warning, guys, aside from the fact that it's a piss poor, shitty ass movie. There's a warning I want to issue to all collectors who want to just be like, this is my Star Wars collection. I want to get this because I want to add to the collection. There's something that I want you to consider with this. And I saw this article and I just want to give you guys the heads up on it. And that is that the home release, the March home release of The Rise of Palpatine, or as some of you like to call it, The Rise of Skywalker, will not contain any deleted scenes, any commentary, none of the stuff that you really collect these things for. So I'm going to read from this article, guys, so you can see what I'm talking about here. And buyer beware. All right? Now, I saw this on ScreenRant.com, and it says, Star Wars The Rise of Palpatine home release is missing deleted scenes and commentary. No, there will be no Star Wars The Rise of Palpatine deleted scenes or commentary in the home video release of the final Skywalker saga installment. Now, isn't that saying a lot? Here you have the home release of what should be the biggest movie in the Star Wars universe. Why? Because, as they say, it wraps up the entire saga. It's epic. It's huge. It's surprising that nobody has anything to say on here. Where's the commentary? Where's the, I did that, and I was responsible for that, and I bet you love this. Well, this is what went behind that. This is the story behind that. We want all the funny stories, all the camaraderie, you know what I mean? All the great morale that was going on behind the scenes, and you'll see none of that! All right, and it says here, Disney and Lucasfilm's Star Wars The Rise of Palpatine home video release list of special features is missing deleted scenes. That whole fucking movie is a deleted scene if you ask me, but going on. And a director commentary. So there's no director commentary. There's no J.J. Abrams saying anything, all right? Why so quiet? The latest and final entry in the beloved Skywalker saga has been both spectacular and divisive, and its upcoming home video release seems to echo that. Though it arrived to very mixed reviews and a wide array of diverse opinion from the fans, Rise of Palpatine was still a box office smash hit, taking in over $1 billion worldwide. Excuse me! I believe that quite a few people had a say in this. I believe Stephanie Janisek, Odin. There were quite a few people in the Phantom Menace who already debunked that this movie made next to nothing, okay? So for them to keep on throwing that $1 billion, okay, $1 billion, it sounds impressive to paupers like myself, okay? But when you look at the grand scheme of things and what this worldwide phenomenon is supposed to be and the cost of all of this stuff and what is not making your merchandising, I'm not impressed at all. Even if it did make $1 billion, it should have made a fucking ton more. Okay, and I think we all know that. This is Star Wars, man. There should be nothing greater. All right, so anyway, the final film in the latest Star Wars trilogy, Rise of Palpatine. You know, guys, I think we all understand by now, just in case anybody is confused. I'm not calling it the Rise of Skywalker because by the end of it, there were no more Skywalkers left. All right, what there was, in fact, was Rey Palpatine. All right? The fact that the movie ended on a lie is disheartening to say the least, but it's a fact. It did. She's a Palpatine. You know, you can't change that. All right, she just decided to identify as a Skywalker, and I think they're trying to make it a little bit more valid by giving her a yellow lightsaber and then going back and trying to make it out like Luke had a yellow lightsaber. You know what I mean? Yeah. The lightsaber! A lightsaber for Luke. It makes me want to puke. And it was all yellow. All right. The final film in the latest Star Wars trilogy, The Rise of Skywalker, marked J.J. Abrams' return to the series that he kicked off back in 2015 with The Force Awakens. And while Abrams was responsible for 2/3 of the new trilogy, many fans felt that it was The Last Jedi director, Rian Johnson, who gave fans the closest thing to what they wanted out of a new Star Wars film. Fucking bullshit! Rian Johnson gave us nothing, all right, except a scar on what is a beautiful world, galaxy, story, legend like Star Wars. Rian Johnson had no business coming near it. He was a sickness, all right, to Star Wars. Let's get that straight. He gave true fans of Star Wars none of what they wanted. Okay, he fucked up the trilogy. He could have there was actually someplace you could have gone after The Force Awakens, even though The Force Awakens was deeply flawed itself. There were still many more stories that they could have told, so many millions of directions that they could have went, but Rian Johnson chose to just squander all that screen time for nothing, all right? Rian Johnson accomplished nothing. The fans don't like Rian Johnson. The fans don't love Rian Johnson, and if you want a future for Star Wars, keep him the fuck out of it. As a matter of fact, start over with all of it. The damage that has been done is irreparable, and a large part of that was because of Rian Johnson. Any questions? This particular issue is certainly a matter of personal preference, but it does illustrate how important the right director is to any Star Wars film. Fans are always eager to know what decisions were made and why, what footage was left on the cutting room floor, and any further insight that went into getting each notoriously difficult Star Wars production off the ground. It's for precisely this reason that long after the box office battle has been waged, the next major proving ground for a Star Wars film is often its home video release. That's right. As things currently stand, The Rise of Skywalker is set for a digital release on March 17th and a 4K Ultra High Def Blu-ray and DVD release on March 31st. Well, this is great news for those who want to add this final installment of the Skywalker saga to their collections. But unfortunately, it won't include what many Star Wars fans consider to be some of the single most important extra features. According to Star Wars, the upcoming home video release will not include either commentary, director, or otherwise. I wouldn't have shit to say either if I was behind this. I'd be someplace counting my money, just trying to keep a low profile. You know what I mean? Just like any robbery that happens. You know what I mean? You just want to stay away from it and hope that nobody draws any direct lines to you and holds you accountable. Nor will it provide any deleted scenes. Well, isn't that a great how do you do? But this is what we're dealing with, guys. You know, you can spare yourself all of this, by the way, by just collecting episodes 1 through 6. I think some of you newbies even might be surprised at how complete the story is if you just watch episodes 1 through 6 and kind of forget that anything else happened after that. Give it a try. Unfortunately, the above omissions make The Rise of Palpatine's home video release the first film of the new trilogy to be released without deleted scenes. So it's making history after all. The very first film to be released on home video without any deleted scenes. Take a bow. However, to date, only The Last Jedi has had an official release that also included commentary. This seems strange given the insatiable appetite for all things Star Wars that fans are known to have. If past home video releases are any indication, Disney could simply be planning for a full Skywalker Saga release, which they're probably doing, which could include a variety of sought-after extras. So they're trying to wring as much money out of this as possible. See, this is how they get you newbies and you ignorant asses out there who just want to love anything Star Wars. Yeah, you go running out there in March and go pay all types of money for this. And then months later down the road, they're going to release what they want to release with the commentary and with all that extra stuff. And then they're probably going to tease the release of a J.J. Abrams cut. And then they're going to be what do they do? Usually a re-release into the theaters. So this is how they get us, guys. So just pay attention. This is the reason why I'm doing this video. All right. But at this point, such an idea is nothing more than conjecture. At any rate, it's safe to assume that another release of The Rise of Palpatine, as well as the remaining 2 films in the trilogy, will eventually be repackaged and re-released, but there's no telling when that could happen. For die-hard Star Wars fans, and particularly for fans of The Rise of Palpatine, not having commentary is a big deal. Disney simply shouldn't be toying with their loyal fan base at this point. Hey! Let's read that again. Disney simply shouldn't be toying with their loyal fan base at this point. Fucking at any point. See, this is what's been going on since the very beginning. All they've been doing is toying with us. All they've been doing is taking us for granted, disregarding us, insulting us. Hey, welcome to the party, pal. Disney simply shouldn't be toying with their loyal fan base at this point, especially considering how much time and money has been put into the franchise. Yes, recording commentary might not always be the easiest option considering the busy schedules of many of those who fans want to hear from, but at the very least, releasing Star Wars The Rise of Palpatine's deleted scenes could have been a nice way for Disney to say thank you to fans and collectors who have stuck with the series all these years. Disney and Lucasfilm, they're not interested in saying thank you. I think we knew from the very beginning. All they're interested in saying is fuck you. And this is where the fans have to say fuck you right back. My recommendation would be when they release this thing in March, nobody buys it, all right? I think that we should all send a message to Disney Lucasfilm that we're tired of their shit. Give us something that actually honors us and honors the story. All right, and then you'll watch the returns. Then you'll watch us come back, the same way that many of us are drawn to The Mandalorian. It's the pureness of vision that we love. It's the challenge to our imagination. It's the honesty of characters, no matter who they are, all right? And I'm talking about that whole diversity thing. Give these characters something real, all right, that we can get to know, that we can believe in, that we can cheer for, and we can cry for, and then we'd be happy to come out of our pockets. It's simple elementary, but these people don't want to do that. The only thing that these people can't get through their minds is that it's not just a matter of give them Star Wars, give them John Williams music, give them all the sound effects that they're used to, give them member berries, and we'll make a ton of money. It's more than that, okay? And if people are looking for satisfaction from $1 billion payday, keep in mind they could be making a whole lot more. But it doesn't just drop off the cliff. What you're seeing is a steady decline, and it's only going to get worse. The only way it gets better is if you get rid of the fucked up leadership that is Kathleen Kennedy and all of her peons and yes people and all those people who are firmly up in the ass, all right, and hire some true visionaries. Hire some people to work some of these conventions and talk to some of the fans. Hire some of these people who make these videos. Consult with us, consult with the fans, and I believe that we can still turn this thing around even after all the damage has been done. All right, guys, well, that's it, for that particular article. And guys, you can get in the comment section and let me know, are you planning on buying this, even if it is just to add on to your collection, even though they're not giving you anything extra. They're just saying, here, fucking take what we give you and be happy with it. maybe that works for you. So you can get in the comment section. Don't be afraid, and let me know if that's something that interests you. But don't say I didn't warn you guys. I did my job. All right. So anyway, guys, I want you to know that you can like, you can share, and you can subscribe if you indeed like what I'm doing here. And when you do subscribe, please hit the notification bell and hit all so you get all notifications from when I'm doing these videos. Going to try to get a little bit more regular with it. And you can always catch me on Twitter. Like I say, I'm always there. I have a PayPal if you want to help out around here. And as always, guys, I really thank you guys for rocking with the brother. And remember to check me out, like I said, every Tuesday night on the Dark Council. And let's have a good time. All right, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.